In this video, I'm going to show you 10 really cool and practical agent workflows inside of Figma to help speed up your design and so that you spend less time doing manual work and more time creating things. So let's dive in. One note before we get started, keep in mind that some of these features might be part of Figma's premium workspace. So if you have a free account, you might be limited to what you can do with agents. Also, I use the Figma beta app, which releases some of these updates sooner. So if you don't see agents in your Figma file, you either need to upgrade to Pro or you need to get the beta app. But once you do that, you're gonna see this little agents tab here, which you can just select things and you can type in here. But the way that I like going about it, and it's more natural in my workflow, is just selecting the artboard and pressing this little icon. And so for this first example, I'm going to show you dark mode conversion. So I'm going to open this up and we're just going to type, convert this design to dark mode for me, please. And then we just press OK. And now we let the agent do the work. And you can see that really quickly, it just converted this to dark mode. Of course, you want to have editable layers, so all these elements are editable here in Figma, but you can see really quickly, I did absolutely zero manual work. I just prompted converted to dark mode and it did it. And it honestly looks really awesome. From here, if I want to make any changes, I can just select the frame, start editing things, but overall, really awesome start. So let's move on to the second part. Alrighty, move on to step 2. We have layout variations. I have these business cards here, but for this back part, I wanted to generate a few different concepts for me for different layouts. So I'm just going to select this, and then we're going to press this icon, and you can see that it already has create variations here, so I don't even have to prompt anything. So I'm just going to press this, and then it gives me an option to select layout, style, fonts. I'm just going to have these 3, and we're going to hit generate and see what it does. And you can see here it's starting to put these different variations together for me automatically, which is really awesome to see. And even though it might not get it perfectly for me, it'll just give me this starting point that I can take and work from. And while it's generating, it does take a little bit of time. I can just go and do my other work that I have to do and just come back and see what it does. And so it's done. And as I mentioned, not everything will be perfect, but again, that's totally fine because at least I have a starting point. And now I can just take these and add the customizations that I want by hand. So it's a really cool way just to explore and ideate quickly. Alrighty, now for the third example, we have populate with content. I'm going to use the same business card as an example. And here I just have a bunch of fake names, phone numbers, and emails. And instead of copying this over and manually copy pasting all of this, I'm just going to have the agent do it for me. So I'm going to select both of these, and then we're going to move the shadows, and then I'm going to select this and say, create me business cards with these names, phones, and emails, please. And we let the agent do the work. And you can see that just like that, it generated all of these names, numbers, emails, and it duplicated this design across all of these cards, so I don't have to do it manually. The one thing is I do have a mask layer here, and I think the mask kind of broke, which is fine. Typically, you would create this as a component so that you can just update things quickly, but really nice to save time generating that content. For the fourth example, I want to explore something fun. So this is style exploration with the agent. I have this onboarding baking app design that I created in another video, and I want to see some different style explorations for this. So I'm going to select the agent chat and I'm going to write, please explore this in 3 different styles. Let's do 1 retro, 1 dark mode futuristic, and 1 fun and playful. And then we press enter and then let the agent do its work. You can see it's generating these in 3 different styles. So let's just wait for it to finish and see the final result. So the agent just finished, and again, it's not perfect, but as you can see, it's really sweet to just see some really cool styles. If I'm, trying to explore some fun visuals, I don't have to build everything from scratch, go look for inspiration. I can just prompt it to build it for me, and then I can just go in here and add my own custom, treatments and styles just to make it in that style that I want. So let's move on. This one's pretty straightforward. Another really cool thing is because everything is in Figma, the agent can read all the comments in the file and it can give you a summary. So what I want to do is show you how to summarize feedback here. Can you please summarize all of the feedback that's left on this artboard for me? The cool thing is you can actually have it act on the comments. So whatever the comments were left telling you to do certain things, you can tell the agent, hey, resolve these comments for me. But I think it's still a little bit early and it won't give you like a perfect update. It'll just basically rebuild everything for you. But I think as time goes on, they're going to make this even more powerful, where it'll just go through, update the comments to the text and those kind of things. But now it's done summarizing, so let's have a look here. So when I open this, I can see the summary and it tells me exactly what the comments want. And then, from there, you can tell it to help you update things. You can ask for TLDR to summarize it. Whatever you want, you can do with this moving forward. This one's really cool. So stakeholder pressure test. Say I designed a bunch of ads and I want to see from a certain point of view how these ads would perform. So I can select this and I can say, can you please scan these ads and let me know from a conversion expert's point of view if these are effective or if it's too vague. Where can I make improvements to these? Let's see what it says. So it gave me this big breakdown for each one. So from chaos to celebration, which is this left one, what works? The before and after visual contrast is strong and immediately legible. The sticky note, invoice, and shipping delay elements make the chaos tangible. The product UI and the button grounds the celebration in real outcome. Where it's vague, and it'll give you, what's working, what's not, suggestions, and you can test this with, different personas, have it review your designs, give you a different point of view from some other stakeholder or from a different angle. So really useful and helpful for getting design critique, design feedback from Figma Agent. Now let's move on. This next one's very helpful if you work with different languages or across different countries. And for this example, we're going to localize the design. So I have this in English and I'm going to select it and say, can you translate this into Russian, please? So now I don't have to go to ChatGPT or any third-party source and have it translate it, copy paste things. I can just prompt and it'll translate for me. So now you can see what it did was it translated this image into Russian. And it says войти, which is enter, превратить любое изображение в идеальный AI prompt. So everything looks pretty accurate. Sometimes if you don't have the proper fonts loaded, it'll give you an error. And as you can see, it changed the font because the font that I was using doesn't have Russian type. So that's one thing that might change, and you might have to kind of resize and update a few things, but overall it works pretty flawlessly in terms of actually translating the language. So that's pretty awesome. Now let's move on to number 8. So for this example, I want to show you animate with prompt. I did create a motion tutorial, which you can watch here. But in this video, I just want to show you how to animate with the prompt so you don't have to get your hands dirty and animate it by yourself. We're going to select this and say, I'm creating this ad and I want it to be animated. Create a interesting load-in animation for this. Now the agent will animate the whole thing for me, and let's see what it comes up with on one pass. So now that the agent is done, let's see what it did. You can see it has this little motion icon at the top right and then a check mark, so we can press this frame. We can go down to the motion tab here and let's see what it did. I mean, that's pretty impressive for one prompt. You can totally use this and just go with it. If you wanted to, of course, you can now go in and, modify certain things, customize it. But I think for a simple prompt and one try, that's pretty incredible. So let's move on. So for this example here, I'm working on a landing page and I want to extract certain design elements from this. For instance, I want to extract the type instead of building it myself. I want it just to create a type ramp with the information for me so that I can use it moving forward. So we're going to select the art frame, go to this little icon, and we're going to type in, can you please extract the type ramp from the fonts used in this design and just give me a clean layout showing me the fonts that were used, their names, the weights, etc. And let's see what it comes back with. And we can see that it created this type ramp for me on the right here. Automatically, I now have all of these fonts, the weight, the size, height, usage. It even gave me all of this. So really awesome. Highly recommend you doing this so you don't have to do all this by hand moving forward. And now for the last agent example that I have here is desktop to mobile. So I have this desktop design. I want to recreate it in mobile. I don't want to do it myself. Let's have the agent take a go and then I'll fix whatever needs to be fixed. Can you please recreate this in mobile size? Okay, it looks like it's wrapping up here, and honestly, it doesn't look like I have to do much at all. This did it pretty flawlessly. And I love that little ding sound that plays when it's done. But look at this, from desktop to mobile, I didn't have to do a single thing. Looks perfect. Maybe just adjust, some spacing, something like that. But overall, incredible job, and just did it automatically. So those were 10 pretty specific examples, but the goal of the video was to show you what's capable with Figma Agent and hopefully get the ball rolling and give you some ideas of how you can use it in your workflows. So give it a try and share any cool things that you're using Figma Agent for in the comments. And if you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, let me know down below what type of AI or design videos you want to see next, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.